Shalom. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone as GMS. Double honors to their elders who taught them this truth, who passed it down to us brethren, who are walking amongst that righteous path. Peace and bless to the Akim and a few Akwath across the four winds. It's your brother Batamayim from Great Millstone, Houston, coming to you with another short lesson. I saw this on the People's Voice. WEF, or World Economic Forum, declares P-philia, X orientation must be added to the alphabet agenda. Now, hey, that's something that's been real big, and I had told my boys in the world about this, that they were going to continue to push P, like as the song say, and that's no coincidence neither. Things always coincide. That's one thing that they've been pushing in rap music is P, that letter P, pushing P. Like that's been the big thing lately. But ultimately, the higher ups want to push P-philia amongst the people. My boys was laughing and scoffing at it, but hey, they most of them have kids, and they have small kids too at that. So hey, I told them, hey, don't be surprised if you have these so-called, you see elderly people trying to walk around holding your children's hand, since it's so funny, but they couldn't understand what was going on. They don't see the benefit of them not being held accountable for their actions when it comes to being a PDU. I'm gonna call it a PDU. But I just wanted to grab some points from the article and then bring out a couple precepts, and then Lord willing, is edifying to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. The LGBT plus rainbow community must add a P, according to the World Economic Forum in Davos, which has declared that P-philia is an acceptable X orientation that deserves respect. Under Schwab, you have Trudeau in Canada, which he said anybody found guilty of insulting a PDU could face 5 years to life in prison. Hey, so they're putting these on the books. You can't even talk about them or put light on them. And I wonder why, because most of them are involved in this type of activity. Also, Canadian government is going to make thought crimes, which are when the government suspect someone might commit a hate crime in the future, with decades of time served in prison. So you can get decades for a crime that you might so-called commit, that they feel, that's been a thing, especially in the Western Hemisphere, of how you feel. Hey, yeah, we need salvation, because it's getting worse and worse. But hey, that's part of that's just part of what we have to go through in order to get to the other side, which is the kingdom of heaven. Within the bill would grant the power to place individuals under house arrest and force them to wear an electronic tag of the state believes that person might commit a crime in the future. And what's going to be that electronic tag? That electronic tag is going to be the RFID microchip, the mark of the beast, which is the microcharagma, that grain of rice that's going to go underneath your system. They're going to be able to track you, and then also you'll be able to buy and sell, But that's ultimately what Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, that's his goal. Also, you can be punished for using certain words towards those, the WEF, higher ups, and other PDUs. So you can't even say certain things, which that is more aimed towards the prophets, because they know we're exposing the light on their wickedness, and they don't like that. In Germany, the government is considering proposals to open body exploration rooms for young children who wish to explore their, I'll just say, escapade with adults. And it's not the children that's wanted to explore, it's the adults trying to explore with children. That's just the wickedness that we have to, oh man, we have to endure, I'll just say. Let me get this precept, Salakia. I was gonna hold off on it, but it's gotta come out now. This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. The wicked is Esau, Edom. That's the ones who are running the world, who's controlling the money, the banks, the laws, pretty much the resources. Hey, it's Esau, Edom. CNN and BBC and the New York Times basically said it's not a crime to be a pedo and should be accepted because you never know until you understand. So they try to make you understand it. They're forcing it upon you, just like they're forcing the whole rainbow agenda. Laura Logan, former 60 Minutes journalist, says global elites are determined to defeat God and they're waging a spiritual war against our children that shows no sign of abating. Let me look up that word abate in the etymology. Etymon online, circa 1300, put an end to grow less, diminish in power or influence. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking to put an end to this. We don't want this to grow anymore because it's already out of control. We want this to diminish in power and influence that is pushing across the four winds. This is ultimately destroying the earth. It's destroying the people. Having these type of thoughts and actions, it's ultimately sin, which sin brings forth death, as you can read in Romans chapter 6, verse 23. According to the pro-pedo movement, April 25th is Alice Day, which is reference to Lewis Carroll, the author of Alice in Wonderland, who was allegedly a pedo, but it is a special day for pedos to celebrate their God-given actuality. Yeah, the Lord gives you over to your own vile lusts, especially you heathens. Then I saw a screenshot on Twitter, which was formerly called Twitter, but on X, where there's a program called YAP, Youth Attractive Persons. They keep changing up the names because at one point it was MAPS, minor attractive person. Now they keep switching it up, and there's also a flag for that. But another thing that I wanted to kind of get into also was the spiritual war against our children. It's really against the children of Israel. That's the real spiritual war against the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power, that ye might be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. So when you go into that word wiles, it's the trickery, the cunning nature of Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, his deceit. He wants to trick us into believing that, it's okay to be a pedo when it's not okay. You're destroying the youth. But hey, that's their goal. Ultimately, they want to destroy the nation of Israel. That's the real ultimate goal. Because if he can get rid of the elect in all of Israel, hey, he'll feel accomplished. He wants that birthright back, but it wasn't set up for you to have. And then the last precept I had was Ephesians 6 and 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So these elites, like you have Schwab here, and you could tell he's an Edomite. Look at him. The background on this the screen is white, but he's red. He has on a white dress shirt. I love when Elder Malcolm points that out too. When they wear those white dress shirts, they don't, their skin tone doesn't match. You see the guy in the back holding the little child, which more than likely isn't his child, that he's probably, trying to be intimate with, and he's probably looking for other men too. And that's probably over in our Holy Land, which there is the biggest, rainbow parade, and really the only one in that region, which is blasphemous, man. And that's why that place has to be, utterly destroyed, But that's all that I had on this lesson. Lord willing, is edifying to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Call Layim La, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.